Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Licensing Committee meeting on the 29th of June at 1:45. We are in the Council Chamber, and I'll go through the agenda. Apologies for absence.
Thank you. We have apologies from councillors Emma Parker, Mike Barron, Derek Beer, Mike Dyer, Les Fry, Paul Harrison, Kathy Lugg, David Morgan, Julie Robinson, Andrew Starr, Kate Weller and Sarah Williams.
Thank you very much. Just to tell everybody that we are quorum, because with me in the chamber are Councillor Susan Cocking and Councillor Brian Heatley. I am the Vice Chair of the Licensing Committee, and in the absence of Emma Parker, I will be chairing this meeting. Any declarations of interest from councillors here? No declarations of interest. Public participation. Are we any public participation?
No.
Thank you. So we'll move on to item 4 on the agenda. I'll just scroll down to it. So the Weymouth and Portland Zone Taxi Fares Consideration of Objections. We have recommendations that are all put out in the report. Do we have a report from the licensing team leader? Do we have a report to give us?
Thank you, Chair. Yep, I do. Just very briefly, you will remember that on the 1st of June, I brought to you a report with the proposal for the fares. That then was advertised in the Echo for the 2 weeks that is required by statute. We have only got the one objection to it. That objection is included in Appendix 2. It literally just says they don't want it because of all the other rising prices. I would just remind councillors that this is the income of the taxi drivers. It's not just, we're not just considering the fares. This is their only source of income from the trade. And they too are suffering from the cost of living crisis. And that's why my recommendation to you is to recommend to the portfolio holder, who actually has to have the last say on this, that you do approve the fare increase despite the one objection and recommend to her that she does the same. Thank you.
Very much, Aileen. Any questions or comments from the floor? Councillor Cocking.
Press the right one would help. No, just my comment is that I agree with the licensing officer. I think taxi drivers have got the same increased cost as the general public. And while it does seem a little bit hard on the general public that we are increasing the fares, it's a minimum increase, but the cost to taxi drivers and taxi licence holders is huge with rising costs of their cars, their vehicles, fuel, their own personal income as well. So I have no qualm in actually approving this for the committee and for the portfolio holder.
Thank you. Councillor Heatley.
Councillor Brian Heatley from Robwell and Wyke in Weymouth. These are very modest increases. They're called modest in the paper. If you work out the percentages of each one, they range between 3.2% and 5%. If you set that against the latest inflation figure, which was 8.7% April to April, I worry slightly that it's not enough. I mean, as my colleague has pointed out, taxi drivers bear the same costs as everybody else, and regrettably, it seems to me that an increase of this size, or maybe higher, is really necessary. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Heatley. So we have a recommendation in front of us. Would somebody like to propose that recommendation? It's Councillor Cocking, seconder, Councillor Heatley. All those in favour? That's unanimous. So we'll recommend that goes to the portfolio holder for her approval. Thank you very much. Any urgent business?
No.
Is there something else as well? No exempt business either. So thank you. So I hereby call an end to this licensing meeting. Thank you very much.